Hey guys, David Video here for Paintable, and today I come at you again with a teaser from the Digital Painting Academy. This one is all about productivity. It's a small piece that is inside the Academy, but it's also taken from an old workshop that I used to give. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can start to build a habit of painting every day to be able to achieve your goals as an artist faster. So I hope you like it, and happy painting. Hi, in this video, I wanted to talk about something that I used to talk a lot in one of the workshops that I give, and then we took this part out, but it was so important that I really wanted to make a video so I can actually share this knowledge with you guys. And it's the importance of building a habit. Now, lots of illustrators out there, or artists in general, they put a lot of time on what they're doing, and time is definitely a factor, but the amount of time is not as important as the repetition and the habit of what you're doing. And I want to explain that concept a little bit more clearly here. So the importance of building a habit is this, all right? Just painting whenever you have time is okay, but to seriously improve, you need to build a habit. 30 minutes every day is far better than 5 hours every 7 days. You see, I see a lot of my students, they do that. Everybody has a really busy schedule, and I understand that. And they will just, push until, let's say, the weekend and then work 10 hours in a row. And 10 hours in a row is definitely, it's good. It's fun to paint, but it's better to actually sit down on a more regular base and spend only 30 minutes, between 20 and 30 minutes, let's say every day, than spending a huge amount of time actually, because the habit, the repetition of just doing some work will go on, and therefore you're just gonna unlock that power of having a habit, and it's gonna be more rare at that time that you will spend, let's say, 2 weeks without drawing, because you'll have that repetition in your habit, in your everyday schedule basically. And it's okay if you don't do it every day. I'll be honest here, I don't necessarily draw every day. I draw a good portion of my week, but I'm trying to have at least that same habit. If it's every 2 days, it's fine. If it's every 3 days, it's fine, but have that repetition is going to be really, really important. This way you're going to be able to unlock the power of having a habit, and habit will free up your mind, so you are capable of concentrating on a higher level. And what I mean by this is, when you're going to do something, you don't think about it, you just do it, right? So you'll just concentrate more, because it's repetition. That let's say on every day, or every Monday and Wednesday, you're sitting down at that hour, you're not asking yourself any question, you just go there, you know what to do. It's already planned in your schedule basically. And building a habit will allow you to get through the dips and slump, making just the whole process easier to get there. And from here, I wanted to give you just a few tips for you to start a habit, so you can just see the progress and see how powerful this is for yourself. So step 1, try to start small. You see, starting just by firing Photoshop or GIMP or whatever the application or the software that you're using, just sitting down in front of your computer and painting for 5 minutes every day for the first week. All right. Now you're gonna say, all right, 5 minutes is not enough. Yeah, it's not enough, but to just sitting down for 5 minutes in front of your computer and just do a few marks on your screen, on your canvas, is going to be enough for you to build a habit. If you want to spend more time, go for it, but I would start very small at first. The importance is for you to sit down in front of your computer and do actually some work. Then you can go up and do 10 minutes every day for the next week if you want. And ideally, where I personally and for my students saw the most from having a habit was when you spend around 30 minutes per session, up to an hour and a half if you have time. But after 30 minutes, you'll see already having some great results. You'll see that if you do it regularly, if you have that habit, you're going to finally see a build up into your skills basically. Step 2, you have to plan it in your day calendar and write it down. There's a lot of people, they think their phone is for everything, and it's good. I mean, I love my phone. I have my schedule on my phone as well, but sometimes to just write it down in the actual world, it could be in a calendar, or on a calendar, or in an agenda, or on a piece of paper. Even a post-it will do, as long as it's in the real world. So write it down with a pen on paper, basically, is what I'm saying. And if you don't use a dip liner, like I said, just put it down on a piece of paper, on a post-it. And ideally, you want to practice at the same time every time you practice. For me, is the first thing in the morning. That's where I'm the most creative. Maybe for you, you have time when you finish school or when you put your kids, to bed. Whatever is the time for you, try to just have that repetition of the same time. That's going to help you to actually build that habit. And the third step, which is, is really important. A lot of people don't do it. When you go to work, you're getting paid. It's kind of a reward, right? If you go to school, you're going to get grades. If you're doing stuff for yourself, you got to reward yourself as well. If after 7 days you've been working all the time, try to do something for you. It could be anything, going to a cinema or whatever. After 14 days, maybe try to buy yourself a little something and be a little treat. Anything will do. Just something that you tell yourself, all right, this is my reward. I've been doing great work. And after 30 days, if you did a habit of sitting down in front of a computer for 30 days, you got to go out and celebrate. This is a huge accomplishment and you should be proud of yourself. You'll see building a habit is going to help you a lot. I want to just show this tool that I've been using myself and I'm giving to myself, to the students. If you're already a student from the academy, you may already have seen this. It's called the X effect sheet. Basically, it looks like a calendar, but it's just the principle of having from 1 to 30 or 1 to 31, depending on the month, if you want to do it month by month. But it's just to have 30 days in front of you where each time that you sit down, you want to put in X. And that's going to sound ridiculous, I know, because when I started, I was like, this is not going to work. But it did. It did, not only for me, but for a lot of my students. The simple fact and act of putting an X in a square gives you the reward that you want to do it every day. Basically, after like, let's say 4 days, you just want to add another X. And so you look at that sheet. Obviously, you need to put it on your wall or something. You're going to see it every day. And when you're going to see that sheet, you'll be like, all right, well, I need to put an X on it. And for that, I need to sit in front of my computer. It's as simple as that. It works like a charm. It's going to make you stick with your habit for the first 30 days. I have students that they're just doing that basically every 30 days. They're going to set themselves a new destination, knowing what they want to work on it, and they will have a new sheet in front of them to help them. It's a very, very powerful tool. So I wanted to show you what it looks like. Basically, you can do your own. If you're part of the Academy, you can also download this sheet in the resources of the Academy. I'll put a link below this video. And so I want to finish on this note, guys. We are what we repeatedly do every day. Excellency, therefore, is not an act, but a habit. This is Aristotle that said that, and it's definitely a quote that I believe in. So there you go, guys. You can download the XFX sheet below this video. And as usual, happy painting. And that's it for this video, guys. I hope you liked it. If you wish to have more tips and tricks on how to build a habit, you can join the Digital Painting Academy. In there, you'll have 350 plus video tutorials that teaches you everything you need to know, from portraiture all the way to beautiful landscape, passing on with the live Q&A session that we're doing every month. So if you want to have feedback on your work, it is the perfect place to be. And for the rest, if you don't want to miss the next video, make sure to subscribe and I'll see you there. For the rest, happy painting, guys.